As we have learned about Python lists, where we explored how to store and manipulate ordered collections of data, now we are going to learn about Python tuples. Tuples are similar to lists but have a key difference: they are immutable, meaning they cannot be changed after creation. Let's dive in and understand how tuples work and why they are useful. As we have seen that lists are mutable and allow modifications, now we will explore tuples, which are different. Tuples, like lists, store multiple elements in an ordered structure, but they are immutable. This means once a tuple is created, we cannot change, add, or remove its elements. Tuples are defined using parentheses, instead of square brackets. Let's see how we can create them. In the last slide, we learned what tuples are. Now, let's see how to create and access tuples. To create a tuple, we use parentheses, and just like lists, elements inside a tuple are separated by commas. We can access tuple elements using indexing, where index 0 refers to the first element, and negative indexing helps access elements from the end. As we have seen how to access tuple elements, now let's discuss their most important characteristic: immutability. Unlike lists, tuples do not allow modification. We cannot add, remove, or change elements once the tuple is created. However, we can still perform operations like concatenation, plus, repetition, asterisk, and indexing and slicing. Let's see these operations in action. Now that we know tuples are immutable, let's explore some operations we can perform on them. We can concatenate two tuples using plus, which combines them into a new tuple. We can also use the asterisk operator to repeat a tuple multiple times. These operations create new tuples without modifying the original ones. As we have seen how to perform operations on tuples, now let's look at packing and unpacking. Packing refers to storing multiple values in a tuple. Unpacking allows us to extract values from a tuple into separate variables. This is useful when dealing with structured data like names, ages, and professions. As we have learned how to unpack tuples, now let's see how to iterate through them. Since tuples are ordered like lists, we can use a for loop to access each element one by one. This is especially useful when working with large datasets stored in tuples. As we have seen how to work with tuples, now let's compare them with lists. The key difference is that lists are mutable, while tuples are immutable. Since tuples require less memory and fewer operations, they are faster than lists, making them ideal for read-only data. Now that we understand tuples, when should we use them? Tuples are ideal for fixed data that should not be changed, such as the names of the months. They are also faster than lists, so when performance is critical, tuples are a better choice. Lastly, they help protect data integrity by preventing accidental modifications. As we wrap up this lesson on Python tuples, let's quickly summarize what we have learned. We started by understanding that tuples are ordered collections, just like lists, but the key difference is that tuples are immutable. Once created, their elements cannot be changed, added, or removed. We learned how to create tuples using parentheses, access their elements using indexing, and perform operations like concatenation, repetition, and slicing. We also explored tuple packing and unpacking, which allows us to store multiple values inside a tuple and extract them efficiently. Finally, we compared tuples versus lists and learned that tuples are faster, memory efficient, and useful for fixed data. So, when should you use tuples? If you need a collection of items that should not be modified, tuples are a great choice. They help protect data integrity and improve performance. With that, we conclude our session on Python tuples. Keep practicing different tuple operations to solidify your understanding.
For more videos, please visit the channel and go to respective playlist. And please subscribe the channel for better more content, and to encourage us, please like the video.